Did you know? Over half of UK business owners have experienced burnout, with financial worries being the biggest burden. Did you know poor data leads to serious revenue leaks, equaling up to £422 billion in the UK businesses every year? Did you know 80% of UK businesses have cash flow crisis, with 50,000 businesses closing every year due to just this? Welcome to Get Your Shift Together, the Business Fixer podcast. I'm the Business Fixer, Nicola J. Barnett. I'm also an accountant, so I know the numbers and I know what works. This isn't just theory. The podcast is based on my efficiency and profit framework. The framework creates real results that improve the performance of your business. From ending business overwhelm, fixing cash flow, maximising your profits, and delivering future success. Welcome to the podcast. Now let's get your shift together. I love listening to podcasts when I'm out walking. I feel like my head is in the right space to take on new information, and I always get my best ideas. So drop a comment to let me know where you're listening to this podcast today. I'd love to hear from you. Get Your Shift Together kicks off with a business fix sprint based around the framework. And the first part is on step 1, awareness and control. How can you have either awareness or control when you're currently making decisions in the dark? Awareness is the beginning of transformation. Every choice about pricing, spending, hiring, or growing, it's all based on guesswork because you don't really know where you stand. You can't fix what you can't see. And right now, you've probably no idea to your biggest problems breaking your business. These next 4 weeks aren't about feeling good. They're about facing the facts. Because here's what you do know. You're working twice as hard as you need to, making half the money you should, and you have no idea why. The efficiency and profit framework starts with awareness and control, because you can't get anywhere if you don't know where you are right now. This sprint step: is poor data breaking your business? You're working flat out, pouring everything into the business, but something just doesn't feel right. The numbers just don't add up. You're getting more work in, you're working more hours. Where's the cash gone? There's a niggle, you're missing something. No cash in the bank, yet you think you're making a profit. It could be as basic as your data is lying to you. These lies could be costing you thousands, wrecking your sleep, and you're left wondering, where has the cash gone? It can sometimes feel like you're going crazy and wonder if you're actually any good at this. Well, I'm here to show you exactly how to spot some of these lies. You need to answer these questions honestly about your business, and don't lie to yourself. Question 1. Do your customer balances match what you're actually owed? Have you invoiced all the work you've done, no matter how small? Are the old invoices on your receivable report? You just can't remember if they paid or not, too embarrassed to ask the customer, or maybe there's a dispute but you don't want to ask about. How can you reliably know what money is due to you? Question 2. Do your supplier balances actually reflect what you owe people? Them old receipts sitting on them reports. And the invoices, you sure you've paid them? Are you about to get a CCJ land on your doorstep? And has communication broken down between you and your suppliers for this reason? You need to know what money is due to your suppliers. This way you can manage your cash flow and know what's due out of your bank. Question 3. Does your bank in your software match your actual bank statement? If not, how can your figures be correct? If you've not posted or allowed for all monies going in and out of your business, there is no way you can have complete control over your business. Question 4. Is the general expenses account on your software your junk drawer of your accounts? How can you determine what you are spending? Track costs that are increasing? Manage your overheads that are breaking your business when you just lump everything into one account? General expense accounts are a no-no for me and my team every time. Question 5. Are your personal expenses creeping into your business account and bank account? There's always is a big issue and a big topic we won't get into today. But stop blurring the lines. Even if you're a sole trader, yes, it's your money, but by keeping your business income and expenditure separate to your day-to-day life, you can actually see if your business is working or not. When you blur the lines, there's no way to know what's working and what's not. Simple. So, why is this a problem? Even if one of these items is wrong, every decision you make is based on incorrect information, and there's always repercussions and further consequences of one incorrect piece of data. You can't plan properly, you can't grow sensibly, and you definitely can't sleep soundly when you don't know what's actually happening. Bookkeeping is often seen as a boring admin job that can be done by just about anyone. Or, as the software companies sell it, by no one, and it's all automated. Hooray! But it's the backbone of everything. Mess your books up and your entire business is unstable. Does your team understand your business? Do you give them enough information to understand your business? Or even worse, are you doing it yourself at the weekend and evenings and hoping for the best? Do you wait for your annual figures from your accountant? There is no way these figures are of use and can be used to control your business. The only thing they are good for is could've, would've, should've. We had a client mark a sales invoice as paid on her system. The customer hadn't paid, and the customer had not received the invoice. And because of this, the invoice never showed on any of our customers' reports. So when she ran her receivables and her statements, the invoice was magically not there. This means the customer was never chased for the invoice and therefore never paid. But what our customer did do, she overpaid her VAT. As her books were incorrect, she paid the VAT on the amount the customer had paid, even though she hadn't received the cash. And further on, she overpaid her income tax as her profits were higher, regardless if she received the money or not. When the payment issues finally came to light, it raised all sorts of questions about her financial processes and attention to detail. This one small mistake dented her professional reputation with a large, valued client. We then have another client who ignored his bank reconciliation for months. Why do we need to reconcile the bank when we have the balance every day to look at? It turned out his team were not downloading overhead invoices that were only online. No paper receipts were coming through. This means they'd been posting estimated costs each month, so the reporting figures looked around about right, but there were no invoices and no VAT claimed. His VAT was overpaid by thousands. So what will be the outcome of this exercise for you? Well, 1, you'll know and understand whether your numbers represent fact or fiction. It will be such a relief to finally understand your true position. Even if it's grim, it beats that constant worry something's seriously wrong and you have no idea what it is or even start to fix it. The fear of something is often 100 times worse than facing the facts. You can make proper decisions based on facts, sleep better knowing what's real, and build your business on solid foundations. So, are you going to find out if your gut feeling that something doesn't quite add up is actually right? What are you going to look at first? That unreconciled bank or the receivables list with old invoices gathering dust? Here's your action for this week. Pick just one, the one that keeps you awake at night. Set aside 1 or 2 hours, shut out all distractions and do it. Stop ignoring what you already know needs sorting. Find out the truth. Get aware of where you really stand and stop making decisions in the dark. Get your shift together, whether it's your mindset, your reality, or your time. You'll find everything we've talked about today, plus loads more, over on my website at getyourshiftogether.co.uk. I'm running regular webinars showing exactly how the efficiency and profit framework can sort out you and your business. So don't forget to register at getyourshiftogether.co.uk. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and don't forget to follow me to make sure you don't miss anything important. I hope you can join me next week on another episode of Get Your Shift Together. The next step will be, why are you working for peanuts?